What the fuck? Kim, what are you doing? How did she even get that? Just becoming more and more and more alarmed. Don't worry, y'all. It's a cat toy, not a real donut. We also have sushi cat toys. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Sam. I just want to take a quick second to say thank you so much for all of the little ambulance emojis in my last video. I am going to be putting together a series about toxic doctors because the truth is there are more toxic doctors on the internet and they exist in almost every internet community, and I think we should talk about it. So we are going to do just that. Those will be upcoming and sort of mixed in with my regular weekly uploads. So I just wanted to give you guys a little heads up before we jump into today's video. This week has been an absolute whirlwind for celebrity-related news. That's right, you know who we're talking about today, the one, the only, Kim Kardashian. These takes aren't the ones you've seen on everyone else's channel. My takeaways were about Marilyn Monroe and how she fits into the fat acceptance community narrative, how the heck Kim Kardashian was able to get into that dress, we're going to talk about that just a little bit, and what celebrities doing celebrity shit means for the future of museums and museum collections. Let's dive right in. So by now, you've heard the news because there's nowhere that you can scroll mindlessly without seeing that Kim Kardashian lost 16 pounds to get into Marilyn Monroe's historic Happy Birthday, Mr. President dress.
I tried it on and it didn't fit me. And so I looked at them and I said, give me like 3 weeks. And I had to lose 16 pounds down today to be able to fit this.
While Kim was on the red carpet, she shared how she lost her 16 pounds, including being really strict, not eating carbs, and running, doing exercise, wearing a sauna suit. Our fat acceptance folks are up in arms because a celebrity is promoting a crash diet. Is anyone surprised? Even Lily Reinhart came out and basically blasted Kim for being a terrible role model. And my question to Lily is, when has Kim ever been a good role model? Ever? While I understand why people think it's irresponsible for a celebrity to talk about a crash diet, the truth is celebrities crash diet all the time. Anne Hathaway did for Les Mis. We've seen male actors like Christian Bale lose tons and tons of weight for roles. It's just something that happens in Hollywood. And honestly, Kim lost 16 pounds from her already small frame, and the dress still didn't fit her. I mean, look at it. It looks terrible. And also, I think this is the first time that Kim might have regretted that gigantic fake booty.
What? What the fuck?
So those are the details everyone has already heard. I'm not going to dwell on those. Y'all already know what happened. What I want to focus on is the fact that Marilyn Monroe is often quoted by our fat acceptance folks where they will say things like you don't have to be a size 0 to be successful. Things that Marilyn has said, they will use those to their advantage to promote their harmful messaging. What we learned from all of this is that Marilyn Monroe was smaller than Kim Kardashian. Let that sink into your brain. Morbidly obese folks who are supporting fat acceptance are promoting someone as their idol who is smaller in size than Kim Kardashian. That just blew my mind. Marilyn is always used as an idol for curvy gals and people who have non-traditional body sizes. Couldn't be further from the truth. And we know that now based on Kim trying to fit into this dress and having to lose 16 pounds from her already small frame. But do we hear any of our fat acceptance folks talking about that? We do not. It's a radio silence on the fact that Marilyn Monroe was very small. The other thing I found interesting from this group of mostly feminist women is that they are saying, and you can see the juxtaposition in these articles, I'll throw in an example here, where they're saying Kim should feel responsible for the message she is putting out to the world, but bodily autonomy means she can do whatever she wants with her body. And so they're walking that very fine line of how do we tell this celebrity female what to do with her body while also granting her bodily autonomy, and it's really putting them in a tailspin as far as their arguments go. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I was affected as a kid by celebrity culture. I've already talked about, I think I referred to it as cocaine chic, it's technically heroin chic, of the 2000s, where everyone was skin and freaking bones. So I understand where they're coming with these arguments, but again, celebrities are gonna celebrity, and I think we're getting to a point in time, I would want to hope, I'm not a teenager anymore, so I don't know, where people know that they shouldn't be idolizing celebrities in this way anymore. But I think celebrities are never going to stop doing what celebrities want to do. So I think if we can teach our youngest generations that they don't need to do that and they don't need to idolize these stars, that's probably the best thing that we could do. Because honestly, no one should be looking up to them. Rich people are going to do what rich people are going to do, and there's nothing we can do to stop them. Now, to get to my real issue with this whole Marilyn Monroe dress situation, my brain was immediately like, how the hell did she get that dress out of a museum's collection? For those of you who don't know, museums have very strict policies about what they collect as far as their objects in their collection, how they store them, how they treat them. There's a lot of science that goes into it. If you've never studied anything like anthropology, archaeology, anything like that, when you collect these items and you put them into storage, that's their life. And if they're put on display, there are very specific things you have to do. You have to make sure that the fabric is not touching anything that will degrade it further. You have to make sure it's not stored with other objects which will off-gas and make the material break down faster. There are so many things that go into keeping these items forever or for as long as possible without them degrading. So as soon as I saw that this was coming out of a museum's collection, I was like, what museum is holding this? And why are they doing this? There are strict policies on why you don't do things like this. It's the frickin' Ripley's Museum. After this, can they even be called a museum? I think not, because not only did they let her wear Marilyn Monroe's historic dress out of their frickin' collection, they gave her some of Marilyn's hair.
Okay, this is either really cool or a little strange, but that's who you're doing business with, right? So,
What is this?
that is Marilyn's hair. So,
No museum would ever do that. It's detrimental to the history of the object, it's detrimental to its conservation, and it's just detrimental to museums nation freaking wide who now have to deal with donors or celebrities thinking that they can do whatever they want because they have the money to do so. Ripley's museum staff, and Kim sounded like, she made it sound kind of fun, right? Like they came with white gloves and bodyguards for this dress. And while, yes, they should be doing that and handling it with gloves, they still put that dress on her skin. Kim likely had some sort of oil, some sort of tanner, lotion. All of those things are now touching that dress. Not to mention, I almost screamed out loud when they showed this behind the scenes footage of them trying to rip this dress up over Kim's gigantic butt. They were literally pulling the fabric and like stretching where those beads were sewn, and I could not handle it, because they ultimately stressed that dress, even if they say they didn't, to even just try to pull it up over her booty, and you can see it clear as day in that video. To my museum folks out there, I am so sorry that this has happened, and now any Tom, Dick, or Harry thinks they can just get into the collection and take out whatever they want. For the record, for anyone out there watching, that is not how it works, and that is why museums have specific policies in place to keep things like this from happening. So shame on Ripley's. For my fat acceptance folks, I'm really sorry that it was so hard to hear that Marilyn Monroe was not plus size. She is not an idol for curvy girls. Marilyn Monroe was a very small woman, very strict hourglass shape. She was not what you think you are. There you go. It's been said. It's been figured out. Marilyn Monroe, smaller than Kim Kardashian, not an obese woman size in 2022. Maybe this whole thing is about who we choose as role models. And then to Kim Kardashian, or folks who watch and idolize Kim Kardashian, oh my god, fake booty. It is so large, there's nothing you could do except surgically remove it again. Which, oh my god, could you imagine the headlines on that? I really wanted to fit in this dress, so I got my booty implants that I love so much removed so that I could fit in it. That would be a PR nightmare. Alright, I have rambled way too much today. But those were my hot takes on Kim Kardashian, Marilyn Monroe, fat acceptance, and what Ripley's has done to the future of museum collections. Thank you so much for watching today. I will see you in the next one. Bye.